everyone. Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome to Gypsianmoon. I am Akriti, and today we have a pick a card reading just for you. We will be indulging in the messages coming in from Spirit, Divine Feminine in particular. Alright, so let's see what Spirit has for you, and for that, take your time and see which one are you feeling drawn towards. Card number 1 with the citron, card number 2 with sunstone, and card number 3 with rose quartz. So we'll be seeing further guidance coming in and also tapping into your current energy and any kind of guidance that may be coming through. Alright? And I'll see you very soon. Hello, number 1. Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to the imagery over here or even the citron, this is your reading. So let's see what's coming through. Let's keep this here. We have number 14, Yogini of 285 hertz coming through. This frequency may be significant, not maybe, but listen to this frequency. The samples of it will be available on YouTube itself. The Yogini coming in is a sense of inner peace, a lot of wisdom, throat chakra awakening, third eye awakening, crown chakra awakening. The spirit of Phoenix, which is now ready to rise, is coming through. With number 14 of a particular month, or the month that you're watching this on could be of relevance. In terms of month, Jan or April, or even number 5 coming in with May could be of significance. 1st of April or 4th of Jan could be of relevance also. And with the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day, it reminds me of the major arcana Fool. So new beginnings, life experiences, new life experiences which are awaiting you. And it's time to let go of any kind of fear which may have been there. If you've been feeling guilty, sad about something which came to an end or did not pan out the way you wanted it to pan out, it's time to let that go, release that. There was a lesson there, so learn from those experiences and continue growing towards success. And during the last few months, perhaps, your understanding of success, your understanding of wealth, of abundance has broadened. There are more sources, you found more sources, resources to gain from. Avenues where you can, aspects of or areas of life where you can, even if they're not monetary based, in nature, tangible perhaps in nature also, you found meaning in those also, and how those aspects or things that you've learned about, new means which have opened up, how those also add up to the big concept of abundance, success, and wealth. That is also coming through. Your Kundalini will be rising very soon, since you got attracted to citron, for those who particularly got attracted to the crystal. And this is very good for the solar plexus chakra. It's good for abundance. It's good for happiness. It's good for revitalization. Inner child healing in a way, but like infusing light-hearted energy, bringing back that is also essential. It's really good for the solar plexus chakra, and everything that it does is very positive. It makes one confident also. And it also reminds you not to take everything in life too seriously. Embrace the light-hearted energy. This is going to be a period of awakening, of epiphanies, of higher wisdom, new perspectives, philosophies, ideas, which will be coming in. And through those means also, there will be this inner clarity which will be coming through. And that inner clarity will be bringing in outer clarity too. A little bit of introspection which may have been going on. Someone may be in hermit mode right now, retreating from the situation, society, spending time in some solitude, knowing that they're never alone, because the universe is always with you. Believe in yourself more. You have a lot to say. I feel like saying to someone, you have no reason to feel ashamed. Be proud of yourself. All right, let's look into the chits now before we go into the message that comes in with this card. This is like the Queen of Cups, if I haven't already said it. Queen of Cups, who is now has spent some time looking at the past, but she knows the time has come to move forward in life. And she's now turning over, about to look forward and embrace things as they are with open arms, ready to embrace it all. That kind of energy is coming through. All right, we have delightful, denial, which we are letting go of. Delightful new beginnings are coming in. We're looking at things from fresh perspective. We have soul lessons coming in, which were at play. Maybe you have just recently finished or are in the at the tail end of coming out of, I don't want to say dark night of the soul, but certain kind of karmic lesson or contract which has come to an end. We have nurture coming through. We have receptive coming in. Be open to receive. Enjoy this moment fully coming through. We have advisor coming in. Be receptive to the advice which is coming through. One of your ancestor is also trying to speak to you, is also something which is coming in, especially if you dreamt of them or you felt the presence in some way. It just came in as a reassurance for someone. We have zingy coming in, which is really nice with the citron. Also orange and yellow or zingy flavors. I just felt like I smelt it. So aromatherapy with lemongrass or zingy, zesty, citric, whichever have vitamin C in it, utilize it color wise, like eating or even aromatherapy of some kind is coming in. I'm laughing because I'm getting I'm doing this after such a long time. We have the odd one out. Maybe you feel like the odd one out in the family because you have a different path and there were certain kind of karmic lessons, and through your own existence, with the way you are handling the same things which are thrown at the family members, the way you handle it, it teaches them also to see it in a different way, is also something which is coming through. You may be very different in terms of, maybe you have a lineage of people doing certain kind of profession and you took a different call. You felt drawn to do something different. That is also something which is coming through. We have waxing coming in with double N. Waxing moon period could be of relevance for you right now. Maybe the moon may be in that phase. We have glow up coming through, and I was just about to say it, but then I was like, not enough. But I feel like taking care of yourself, self-care, indulge in that, even if you're not going out per se. Put on some makeup or change the what you're wearing. Something like that is coming through. And I also feel like some of you have been rigorously working on your body is coming through, and you're feeling good about it. And now that you have stayed on track with that for such a long time, also it's very evident the change, physical change, or maybe even in style, clothes, buying new clothes or something that you're adding, and it's changing, not changing, but showcasing more of who you are, and it's very, very attractive. It could also be like the glow up coming in is also sounding like blow up. So whatever you're doing, your endeavor, something that you do in the month to come will be blowing up, has the potential of that. Also, we have red dress coming in particular, lady in red. Okay, we have Denmark. Vivid dreams, and we were just talking about dreams, so pay attention to the dreams that you have, the last one, or whatever aspect of the dreaming that you remember. Think about it objectively and subjectively too. And we have financial gains coming in. Yep. We have decisive coming in. It's time to take decisive actions, because this is going to be a very nice time for you career wise. Also a lot of opportunities which will be coming in, bringing, and you will be feeling more ready, agile, ready to go for it, ready to pitch in, or ready to take advantage of the situation. That kind of energy is coming through. Decision made coming in. You've made a particular decision, and decisive and decision coming in twice. I also feel like the financial gains, some of you may be into stocks also, and maybe you're going to make some really good sound investments is coming through. But I feel like there's this particular decision that you made. Maybe you have been feeling a little cloudy, because after letting go of something, like stepping away from something, there's an initial vacuum because you are detaching from what it brought into your life. There's a temporary hollow which is there, and you may feel vacuum, that initial vacuum. And as that cloudiness, the vacuum is going away, because you know that, like, life is still going on. You're realizing that the decision that you made was really good. You're reaping the rewards of it, is also something which is coming through. There's this energy of regret nothing coming in. As a reminder, we have serene coming through. Serenity is flowing in. There's a lot of peace, inner calm, inner security, which is also being established. We have China coming in. We have self-limit. Let go of the self-limiting thoughts. The only limitation that's coming in may be you. Or I feel also like someone may have been a little indecisive because of their self-limiting thoughts. So that's more of what you can understand about them, and that their actions or inactions do not define who you are. Understand your own worth is also something coming through. We have soul time coming in. Connect with your soul. We have heat coming through. So the heat coming in is like, I just heard like someone on treasure hunt, and then you say hot and cold, that kind of energy is coming in. It's like ripening, the situation ripening. The heat is on, like it could be summers also. It's like maddening hot where I am from right now. It's really crazy hot. but today it's cloudy, so that's nice. The heat. Someone's feeling the heat. Mhm. It's passion also coming through, but we have your kisses coming in. This is so interesting because the glow up came in and heat came through like side by side, and I was just thinking of what was I thinking, like passion, someone who is very much attracted to you. There will be many suitors also coming in, like in a month or two, depending on where you are, your situation is. I feel like there will be more than one person who you will be deciding upon, is also something which is coming through. We have time to move coming in, and we have plateau coming through. So anything which was stagnated, you made a call of not stagnating your life anymore. You chose a different path because you understand that a particular situation wasn't had the potential, but in the now, logically, it wasn't making sense anymore. It wasn't that sound anymore. It may have been a comfortable situation for another person, but you were feeling uncomfortable due to the stagnancy which was there, and you saw it as a situation or an aspect, or however it is, the trajectory of particular thing which you didn't see it growing in the near future, and you let that go, and it's all right, it's good, because your time is also valuable. So let's look into the current energies. All right. We have nourish, self-growth, self-focused, soul finding coming in. Take this time to nourish yourself, however it may be. And there's a lot of this self-reliance, resilience, strengthening, self-love, confidence, which is making you freer to take actions, not out of fear, but in alignment with your soul. This is a time of understanding who you are on a soul level. Also, for some people who aren't actively pursuing this spiritual path, perhaps. The second one, we have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet coming in. Over time, what I heard right now was over time, you remember the happy memories. So I also feel like with the ancestor coming in, if someone has entered a different realm, know that they are happy and they would like you to remember them in happy, good memories, in what they taught you in life, or what you can learn from their life, kind of thing is also coming in. Um, okay, but coming back to over here, there's this energy of journaling which is also coming through. So pen down jot down some happy memories of yours, good trips that you had, you want to do some journaling, that kind of energy is coming through. But self-care is coming in, retreating to spend some time with yourself, to gain that inner clarity, to be in tune with your own truth, which is essential. You're taking away the lessons learned are now nourishing your growth, is also something which is coming through. And any fragmented energy which was there in the past, which was left in the past, you're calling it back to be whole again, is something which is coming through. Let go of any kind of dwelling that may be there. And I feel like there's a future tense also coming in. We're letting go of the stresses, enjoying life more as it is, being ready to receive the Empress energy which is coming through, and there are many nurturing, nourishing memories which you will be making in the future too. And everything is falling into place. because you're coming into alignment with your own truth, and you know what you deserve. We have clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. We're letting go of this and clearing or letting go of people who have been like energy vampires, and even our own thoughts, which have been obsessive, codependent, anything which was unhealthy for us and our mental peace, mental health. We're letting go of those things also, because we're letting go of the energy of desperation of any kind, or insecurities too. You're also realizing through other things which are panning out in your life, if you do have insecurities, you're coming to face them now, realizing where they're stemming from. And that deeper understanding is helping you release these things also. And those karmic cycles are also coming to an end, because you are letting go of things which you may have clung on to. Because at the end of it, it was suffocating you, keeping you in a lower vibration, not making you feel good about yourself, and you are eradicating those sources out of your life is also something which is coming through. I'll just take these out so that I have more space. So now let's look into tarot. It's time to let the past be in the past. Free yourself from those restraints. We have the Temperance coming in with Sagittarius coming in reverse, and the crab is there, so Cancerian energy is also coming through. Focus on your healing right now. Stop worrying about what the other person is thinking and feeling towards you. At times, take things at face value. We have Two of Wands coming in reverse. There could be certain kind of separation, not being able to, there's too much discord that may have been there, which caused a little bit of separation or distancing between the two of you, because you couldn't be on the same page. Or right now, or at that moment where you decided to cut things off, or they decided, or there was a mutual thing of cutting things off, you weren't seeing eye to eye in some perspective. And we have the Ace of Cups along with the Two of Cups also coming through. These two coming in with this and this, it's almost like someone was trying to micromanage, micro control the growth of something, and overly imposing their own demands, or believing their own thought process of how the connection should go on, the project should go on, because this is just not love that is coming in, but just, I'm going to talk in terms of love, but it may pan out differently in your life. Collective reading here. So I feel like someone who didn't let things flow naturally, didn't allow things to unveil itself or to grow due to someone's limited belief system, is also something which is coming through. Something which wasn't given a true chance to grow, that is coming in. We have Ace of Wands coming in with the Dragonfly. We have the Ten of Wands also coming through over here. I feel like with the 1 and the 10 coming in, it's almost like Spirit is saying it was about time for you to have stronger boundaries, and to blaze a new trail, because you can, the decision at the end of it is yours. Especially if you've been thinking about reconciling, the decision will be completely up to you whether or not you feel you're ready to entertain this person once again, kind of thing is coming in, because this person wants a brand new beginning because of the separation, making things very, very clear. But is it too late for them? That's keeping them also very confused. Make sure also on a personal level that you are doing certain things which are healthy for you, in the sense like, I just feel like indulging in some self-love, doing things, starting a new hobby of yours, or taking some time to indulge in a passionate hobby of yours which you haven't indulged and done in a long time. Do that. All work no play kind of energy is also coming through. Let go of any kind of tendency that you may have of people pleasing, because the only kind of validation that you require is your own, along with the people who love you will support you. Even if you don't find that kind of support, but you believe in a particular endeavor, this is saying they will see it, they will come on board. Just keep on going towards your goal is also something which is coming through over here. Dragonfly could be of significance. The penguins coming in, there's loyalty. Someone not being able to trust other person's intentions, wherein in the past the feelings were mutual but it never really came out, and it became like there was too much imbalance, someone giving in too much, trying too much, or um, one person had the role where the other person was expecting this person to keep giving, adjusting, accepting this person for how they are. And at the end of it, this person over here who was doing too much, the Empress felt out of balance, and she, although gender fluid, but I'm saying Empress, she realized, I have a throne which is vacant right now, and I need to go back and sit there and stand in my power and command things accordingly, because I can see things working out for me. And not always is it my duty to heal another person. That kind of energy is coming in. You took your power back. On cutting, we have Four of Swords coming in, which usually talks about taking some time off in order to reconnect with their ideas, with their thoughts, because there was too much cloudiness, confusion. Someone who wasn't really paying too much attention to this connection, because their priorities were different at that time, and you felt that you were taken for granted. And long behold, came a point where you twisted the plot, and this person is going to come through and speak to you soon is also something which is coming in. If this has been a person who has been silent for such a long time, this person just feels it's way too late, and perhaps it really is. Someone was too stubborn in the past, too confused, which led to procrastination, which led to the other person feeling impatient, and someone walked away. And someone you put out on the cold seat, to sit out on the cold seat, wants to come back if you give them the chance. And that's completely up to you. One thing also, if you are about to begin something new, a new venture, a new business, while you have the experience of the past, this new ender will require for you to look at it from a fresh perspective, and not like, all the failure which has happened, and then this another try that you're giving, and there's so much concern that this just has to work out, nothing can go wrong. Don't get fixated on that is also something which is coming through. Be open. It's a new endeavor, and it deserves your perspective, your take on it to be fresh also. That is also coming through. All right, from spirit animals, we have moose coming in with wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Just a second, I can't even see if it's showcasing itself. With the moose coming in, I always like, whenever I see a moose, I always imagine it just walking across the road, going back into wilderness. And when they cross, they're not haphazard, they walk so confidently, they're very big also. And this is like, stand tall kind of a thing which is coming in, because what I visualized was someone who was crouching, perhaps walking gingerly, but now over time, by letting go of the weights, by letting go of any guilts, insecurities that may have been there, only mudding your own mind, you've released those things, or you've become more conscious. And it's almost like you don't see through your thoughts, you look at your thoughts now, which is called cognitive diffusion. I don't remember. But there's a little bit of detachment which is coming in. You're more aware of where your thoughts are going. And then you re-navigate them towards something more calmer, more peaceful, more broader, and not limiting or negative. That is also something which is coming through. And this is not toxic positivity, but you embrace what comes in, but you don't let it shake you or make you agitated. You try understanding by going deeper beyond the surface to understand what is coming in, and the ancestors coming in. Yes, this you. Spirit is saying so many things, and they're saying, "Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Right? Then tell me what I can tell them then." On cutting, I saw this one dragon supernatural coming in. Alright. And I keep getting hits in my third eye. I'm feeling so elated that my mind has stopped working because I'm feeling so good. Knowing that you are so protected, and the um, things that you're doing for yourself, for your growth, and for those you care about, the bonds that you're creating, there's so much, such a strong foundation that you're creating for other things to be built upon, like to be built from there on. There's a lot of solid energy which is coming in. There's a lot of encouragement coming through for you. Good job, baby, good job. I see that. You wait and watch is also coming through. We have tiger with fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So beautiful. Tigers again talk about power, self-confidence, protection, not succumbing to competition, but believing in your capabilities, focusing on your growth, being more decisive. Taking some time to understand who you are and how a particular situation, even recently, awakened a different level of strength within you. And there is no sense of arrogance over here, but a sense of knowingness. Again, when I cut it, dragon with supernatural came in. You are this ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Let's let's lastly look at some spiritual chits coming through for you. Don't worry, you are stronger than you think. You can do this. Ignite the fire within. This is a time of uncovering, discovering your talents, gifts, and strengths. Alright, so we have invest more time on yourself coming through. You've given enough time to the situation or connection. Now is the time to bring attention onto you. Within a few weeks is the answer you seek. Focus on self-happiness. Don't jeopardize the possibilities with your own fears or pessimism. Nature nurtures me. Connect, protect, heal with nature. Connect with Gaia. As much as you are ascending with the number one, the independence, individuality which is coming through, make sure that with number 4 that you're grounding yourself and grounding your ideas too. Spend some time in nature. Let it rejuvenate you. Spend some time in solitude. Do some spiritual practices. Have a nice salt bath with essences, petals, herbs. Relax your mind and your body. Make sure that you're well rested. Focus on your self-healing and happiness. And let go of pessimism or self-limiting thoughts. I completely forgot before we go. I'll read the extended message coming in with this one. Okay, this says, changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working, whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. This frequency is also very good for healing, bodily healing also, and a tone for optimal health. Focus on your vitality and listen to what your spirit, your soul has to say, and infuse that into your well-being, overall well-being, even well-being of your body, mind, and soul. One thing that I feel like saying before going, it's saying, trust that this chaos is a consequence of a cosmic realignment with your life path. Move through it with trust in your heart, patience, and a willingness to keep the faith, knowing you will eventually find your way. The adjustments taking place within you will affect your outer world, just like the tumultuous alchemical journey of the caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Your inner transformation shall shape you and your world into the beautiful, inspired, and authentic form it is meant to be. This is going to be a soft remembering of the real you. So, in the coming weeks, in the coming few days, rest, ground, and hydrate yourself. This could be a gentle experience or even an empowered process as your authenticity comes through, breaking all the shackles that you may have felt tied down to or confined by. There's this divine intervention which is occurring for realignment, readjustment, and in all the shifts, you can also see how strongly the universe is nurturing your life because you are taking that call of doing it and you are working in alignment with the universe. So that's brilliant. That's all we have for today. I hope this was insightful for you, encouraging for you, and I hope you have a blessed time ahead. Until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moons. Hello, card number 2. Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to the imagery over here, or the sunstone, or the pile, or the setup as a whole. So let's begin now and see what Spirit wants to say to you. So, with the sunstone coming in, there's the spirit of courage in you which is getting ignited, giving you the strength to eradicate all that which seemed like obstacles. There's recognition which is coming through. You have a lot of endurance, and you are coming out stronger, victorious. The element of sun, even your sun sign, may be having a more stronger influence right now. And all right, let's just firstly read this. We have number 27 with aurora of gamma coming through, or gamma, which reminds me, like, from the darkness there's this light, the temple path which guided you. And during a phase of a lot of turbulence, in a way, turbulence, you lifted yourself from that sphere and looked at it from a higher perspective. There's good luck also favoring you. There's this freeness, knowing that things will work out, or whatever is happening is working out in your favor. You truly believe in what you deserve, and you are going towards what you truly desire. Bridget energy is also coming in. This girl is on fire. That kind of energy, confidence, oomph, enigma, powerhouse energy is coming through. And I feel like with the 2 and 7 coming in, which adds up to 9, this was a journey of you becoming your truest version, understanding who you are, and you are embracing your authenticity and living in a more authentic voice, authentic life. And in situations in the past where you didn't say what you truly felt, now there are situations being presented which are turning out to be quite cathartic. And you are speaking your truth now confidently without any hindrance or fear. There's this element of I couldn't care less about others' judgment. 27th of a month, particularly this month that you're watching, whenever you're watching this, whichever month you're watching, 27th of that month may be of significance. 2nd of July could be of relevance, or 7th of Feb could be of relevance. Feb, July, or the 9th October. September, sorry, I went on to August and then I went to October. September could be of relevance also. But the power of sun, illumination, confidence, independence, leadership, benevolence, initiation, new chapters, make you feel excited. The changes which are occurring, you can see how it's working for you, like being with the tide kind of energy is coming in, like the tides are rising and you are rising with the tides. That kind of a energy is coming in. You got this kind of a inner belief which is really making things very powerful for you. You are making power moves also, unafraid. Wherever there was timidness, there's this fierceness which is also coming through. Whether it's initiated by you speaking up in a place where you feel there was something where you felt disrespected, or something that you hadn't spoken up against in the past, that bringing out that strength, the warrior in you. There's a lot of radiance, self assurity, and with the 2 and 7 talking about balance and soul, spiritual path, there's inner peace, sense of knowingness. And while you are attached to the goals that you have, you also have this energy of detaching from it, being flexible, adaptive. This has a very boss energy. Let's look into the chits and then we'll look into what this one says. The blessings of sun is coming in. Surya Namaskar in the morning or whenever you want. Try doing that. It will be very beneficial for you. And also with the fire which is coming through, there's this energy of transmutation, divinity, grace, the higher self rising, rebirth, regeneration energy which is coming through. Regeneration and revitality, especially if you have been feeling very tired of late. Oh, I didn't realize we had so many. There's one here. We have new chapter. The first one opening up. We are opening up new chapter. Can you see it? Alright, get ready. We have gray coming in. If you have recently randomly received gray feathers, saw it where it's not supposed to, or just being placed wherever, if you see a gray feather, know that there's peace coming in. The storms are passing. Things will get better. It doesn't always have to be right and wrong. When you see a 6, that's what I saw. 6 and 2 people are standing opposite to each other at opposite ends. This side it'll look like a 6, this side it'll look like a 9. So it's all about the perspective. And also the gray coming in, there's this element of genius in you which you need to tap into. And also with the gray, the cloudiness which is there, it's now time to take a conscious step for the sun to come in, for the illumination and clarity to come through. All right, let's just go quickly with this one. We have health, take care of it. It will be getting better is also something which is coming through. We have Iraq coming in. We have younger coming through. We have storyteller coming in. You could be a storyteller. You have a knack of gift of gab, and the way that you talk, share your experiences, there's this light-hearted youthfulness when you, like, your eyes also spark up and you get excited about the story, and the people who are listening to you, to your narrative, also get hooked onto it. So that's a gift of yours. Understand that. We have puzzling. Things may have been a little confusing, but they're all starting to fall into place, make more sense, and now you're understanding the plot of the story. That kind of energy is also coming through. We have sexual passion coming in, and you have a lot of that, because my sacral chakra is also feeling very, like, it's been throbbing ever since I started the reading. That's why I've been a little I don't know. There's sexual passion coming through, getting enhanced. And also with the sacral chakra coming through, let go of the fear of emotional intimacy is also coming in, and it's now time to express yourself. Even embrace the sensuality is coming through, and even there's this graceful way of you, the way you express yourself in sexual scenarios. um, there's this scorpionic mystery, enigma, which is coming in over here. Many people, I want to say, lust over you, but yeah, they are quite fascinated by you, is also something which is coming through. Very, very, some people are saying very, very attractive. Your looks also. Beauty is not skin deep, but it's a compliment coming in, so we'll just embrace it. We have organization coming through. And we have haze coming in. Yeah, there have been things which have been in the haze, illusionary veil of fear, anxiety, and doubts, which have been clouding your mind and even stopping you or making you doubt yourself when you are about to embark on a journey or take actions which are actually good for you. But I feel that there's this shift of perspective, something which is making you more in alignment with yourself, and you're letting go of these veils now, looking at things for what they really are and finding strength in the truth which unveils itself, and the haze which will be clearing off. We have prank coming in. Feel stuck coming through. Bacoop coming through a lot. We have keys. I feel with the keys, feeling stuck. Maybe you have been contemplating whether or not it will be a good idea of changing locations. We have the letter M. So many. We have self-directed, and that is the energy which we need to embrace if we aren't already. The dedication and everything, the motivation, there'll be times where you'll have to keep on motivating yourself, one day at a time, kind of a thing. There's a lot of this focus coming in onto your growth, on your victories, celebrating your growth also, embracing the now, being grateful for the abundance, the blessings, and how things are working and how things are your life right now, and you know what trajectory you're going on to, where you are going towards a more meaningful life, where navigating through the choppy waters towards a prosperous life or an abundant, happy, harmonious life, thriving life. And it makes you feel good, and there's this sense of dedication to go there. That kind of a life path, a life purpose of yours is also unveiling itself, is coming in, and that will give you a lot of structure to your life, is also something which is coming in. We have declutter. If you've been feeling stuck, it's important to also in your spatial arena, like 3D physical environment, change things around, declutter your mind, soul, body, and space. It will be beneficial for the fresh energies to come through. Let go of the karmic weight and karmic worlds of others. That's for them to focus on. Make space for love, miracles, and abundance to come into your life, for you are ready. We have sun rays. So interesting. Spend some time and soak in that vitamin D. Spend some time in the sun. It can be very empowering. It can be very insightful. It can be very inspiring and also very, very nourishing. Just close your eyes and allow the sun rays to hit your face or warm your back, whatever you like. Do that. We have Italy coming in. We have good luck coming your way. We have in good hands. You're in good hands. We have trophy with victory coming in again. We have envisage coming in. Envisage a better future for yourself. Believe in the positive outcomes, that they too are a possibility. We have Turkey coming in. Quite a bit of traveling there coming through. We have martyr coming in. Also, which reminds me, like, it's taken a lot of sacrifice. Like, maybe you have, like, what I'm feeling also, that career wise you've come to a point where to come reach where you are today, you had to make a lot of sacrifice. Ziz. And also one thing which is coming in with martyr martyrdom, the essence of it, like, self-sacrificing. Don't do overly. It's not really good, because that also causes stagnation until a particular believe in your dreams, believe in things that you're building, relationship, bonds, all of that also comes into the mix. You don't have to be so self-sacrificing all the time. We have red flags. We have Thursday being specific and of relevance. We have personable. February could be of relevance coming in again. We have retrieve coming through. Take some time off, especially if you have been trying to help others. It's time to retrieve from those situations, because those are their lessons, their life for them to handle, figure out. You need to focus on yourself. If you have been overly giving, extend that generosity onto yourself, retreat from a situation, and that will help you to look at the bigger picture or things for how they really are. You may be too close to the fire and you just need to step back a little. We have input coming in. We have venting coming through. We have sophisticated, that's how people see you. And we have shoulders coming in. Something about your shoulders. Maybe you have swimmer's shoulders, wide shoulders, and you could have like hourglass shape body. Someone said, someone said your what was that? Your ratios are perfect. And this is not perfection, the stereotype perfection. It's not talking about that. I feel like you're at the brink or a cross point in life. And this is just saying, don't worry. The confusion will go away. Retrieve. With the retrieve, I suddenly went into a thing of retrieving certain kind of documentation, cross-checking, energy came through. With the venting coming in, make sure that you are releasing what the energies or thought processes which aren't yours. There's this energy of unlearn to learn again kind of a thing. Be teachable is also coming through, and know that you are in good hands. Things are working out in your favor. You will start seeing the evidence of it very soon. So let go of the stresses if you have been stressing a lot about things. And also you're on the right path. All right, with all of this, I also feel a particular friendship which may have had an unusual beginning is going to get very strong. The bond is going to get stronger in the weeks to come is also something which is coming through. Don't be afraid, in a way is coming in, of asking for help from friends is also something which is coming through. You've been the person that everyone goes to vent, to find direction, to feel better, to share what they're going through. And you help many minds navigate towards calmer waters, towards the truth. And now you need to allow a few people to cater to you the same way that you catered to them once is also coming in. In terms of the current energies, we have obsession, infatuation, adoration, and addiction. Let go of the overthinking of anything or even overanalyzing. It's creating a certain kind of vicious loop. And also, people tend to get obsessed with you is also something which is coming in. There's certain kind of karmic cycles which you are breaking free from, habits which have now turned old. Addictions may not just be drugs, alcohol, and all of that, but it could be a way of thinking, self-belief systems which are self-limiting, self-sabotage, and all of that, which needs to come to an end, because there's a need of indulging in those things also, but on a healthy level, because excess of anything is not good. And someone clearly is obsessed with you, even sexually. They are very, very drawn to you, fantasizing about you. Apparently, we have nourish coming in. This came in for card 1 also, which says self-growth, self-focused, soul-finding, self-directed, self-focused energy which is coming through. Listen to your intuition is also something which is coming through with the red flags. We have abandoned, left out, walked away, cold and rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. And what do we have? We have soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. This is where we're going. And these are the things which we need to now, like, outgrow now. Where is that one? I don't know, where is that? There's certain kind of like abandonment issues which have, I'm just going to remove these, which took a toll on you, the way that you would react interact with others, act from that place of feeling that you will get abandoned if you didn't keep on putting in the effort again and again. That kind of energy is coming in. But now you're doing things which are out of self-respect, in tune with the reality, which are beneficial for you. You're no longer chasing anyone, is also something which is coming through. And I also feel all these things now you can, like the dishonesty, deception, trickery. There's this other kind of vibration or frequency when someone is doing these things, and you're intuitively, your higher self knows, and you innately know when someone is acting like this. And it took a time for you to, it took a lot of time or a few repetitions with different people for you to understand the difference about people's intentions. I also feel your intuition is telling you something and your ego self is telling you another thing, which is causing someone to feel all of this ignored, taken for granted. And there's resentment which is also coming in because of the obsessive thoughts, the way it was making you feel time and time again. But the whole thing is now you want the real deal. You've come to a point where you have very low tolerance for such things now, because you also know, like, it's not really that difficult for someone to tell me that they love me. And these are the kind of, not obsession can be a good thing also, but it's all about how do we channel that energy into something productive, which makes all the difference. Maybe in the past you were trying to gain a corrective experience as an adult, and you have understood the repeated patterns, the maybe, like, you had a tendency of somewhere down the line you attracted players, ex-players, and that kind of a certain kind of type of people who made you feel relive these things. And now you're at a place where you feel the drama is not worth it. I'm above all of that. If I want to obsess about something, let's obsess about success in whichever way. I'll take my time to heal, to nurture myself, to focus on my growth, to understand who I really am. And I understand these extremes were important. Even the elusiveness was important for me to understand that that's not how I really am. And that is not a way to be in a relationship. I can't keep hitting around the bush. If you want to be honest with me, if you want to say something, convey something to me, be honest, be direct. Don't have to hit around the bush anymore. That kind of you would demand respect kind of energy which is coming through. While there are certain things that we are overcoming right now, where are these tendencies coming from? I'm not going to go into science, but I have some zodiac signs which are coming in, but still, it's almost like you're facing your inner demons, and it's almost like ripping off a band-aid and looking at the wound, seeing where this pain is coming from and what cycles or things we did to subdue that pain, and eradicated it from the source, healing our inner child, realizing certain kind of karmic loops that we find ourselves in, and releasing, being more conscious about these things to deeper understand our own reactions. All these things, like these two, whichever are written over here, these two, like the element of haze is coming in so much. This was a journey of you understanding what your limits are, what love means to you, what romantic relationships mean to you, what type of romantic relationships in general are meaningful for you. And it was something like, you had a role with the martyr also coming in. You had a role since childhood that you had to play, being the one who took care of everyone, kept everyone happy, and that started transcending into your personal relationships with others also. And you're unlearning, or you had to first unlearn that in the process of understanding your own worth and what you brought to the table. You found a you have found a way, even if you become a little obsessive, your thoughts become a little obsessive, like, going on and on and on and on about something, or there's certain things which are not are a little elusive, hot and cold, breadcrumbing and all of that. Instead of being stuck in the loop of what if, why is this happening, why can't they see my worth, even in the organization, why can't I do this? I don't know how to explain this, but instead of being like, I am wrong, I must be doing something wrong, which is why these things are coming in, you're realizing, like, what I feel like saying is that you realize that those people, a certain relationships, certain situations got out of hand only because you gave that person, that situation, so much importance. And now that if you look back, you may be wondering, why did I waste so much of time? Why did I overly do it? Like, why was I pushing for it when clearly there was a lack of reciprocity? And in that, if you find yourself in that, it's just saying, understand that you did what you knew best then. What you knew then, you took actions out of that, from that knowledge. What you know now, you did not know then. So it's okay. And if you have been feeling these things where someone has been elusive, like things aren't really clear and they haven't been for a long time, and there's this abandonment, this source which comes out, feeling left out, like, is that person interested in me or not? And getting obsessed by that same thing, the loop, you have to break away from it, consciously cut cords with this process of thinking, of being, because your mental health is more important than the longevity of this relationship, which is creating so much. Because the other person, I'm not trying to trigger you, but understand, like, it's very easy to make the other person feel comfortable. It's not that difficult, it's not that far-fetched. And we also need, on a personal level, eradicating someone else, on a personal level, you need to look at things more honestly, more truthfully, and choose things, situations, actions which are more nourishing, more empowering for you. It's funny, since we have the storyteller coming in, there's this a bit of tad bit of craziness which ensued after all of this, which was a little vicious, but it opened a different spectrum for you. And when you walked out of it, there was this transcendence, elevation which occurred. Spiritually, you got awoken. That kind of a thing is also kind of coming through. Alright, let's look into the tarot. Actually, before the tarot, I want to read this before I forget. 27. Alright, with this one, this card, it says, it's time to let go of what has been. Wow. You are swiftly outgrowing your past. Explore and commit to a spiritual practice that supports your personal transformation so that you can cross the threshold before you now. Embrace your freedom to be creative in your approach rather than doggedly committing yourself to your previous ideas or plans. You have the spiritual intelligence necessary to evolve. Continue your healing journey with trust that a positive outcome is imminent. Wow. I really like it. I really like it. But if you are in a phase where there's this non-stop one thing which is going on, one track mind which is going on, like obsessing over something not working out, someone cheating on this, you need to quieten it. It's not helping. And it's also draining your creative energy also, and making you feel stuck, not good about your own self. Separate yourself from that, retrieve your energy, and send back energies to wherever it belongs, because it's now time to nourish yourself and take it easy. All right, let's look into the tarot. All right, we have this is so crazy. I was thinking during shuffling that won't it be crazy if with the obsession devil card comes in, and we have the devil card coming in reverse, Capricorn energy coming through, and there's a real need of breaking away from these karmic cycles which are becoming quite vicious, poisoning you unnecessarily when it's not really required, and draining you from your energy, from your positivity, from your peace of mind. Honestly, it's not worth obsessing over anymore. We have the Emperor coming in reverse, which is telling you to call back, asking you to take back your power. There's someone very controlling in your life, or someone who may be a little too self-absorbed. You don't have to keep entertaining people who are so, at times, emotionally unavailable. I don't know. And we have the Knight of Cups coming in, the clarity which is coming through. Even in the haste, hold on to your cup, to what you can offer, for a new chapter will be beginning. Nourishment which is coming in. Before filling someone else's cup, fill your own first. What you're seeing right now may be the night, but you don't know that time has passed and a new dawn is coming. Let go of the need of controlling other people, situations, and all of that. Just let it go. And we have the Wheel of Fortune also coming through in reverse. And the Three of Cups. Spend some time with friends, celebration, a new member in the family may be getting added. Spend some time with your friends. You've been in the stuck energy, the negativity, the insecurity, and all of that toxic energy for a long time now. We need to get out of it, change things around. And if you want the change, you need to be the change first in your world. Initiate and create space for what you really want. Start doing those things also. There are certain delays which you may have experienced, but that will change as you start prioritizing your own life too and let go of the self-limiting thoughts. With the devil coming in reverse, you're at the cusp of positive change. It's talking about take back control of your life, detaching from things which have been sucking the life out of you is somewhere down the line coming in. This is a time for soul searching and self-discipline. Any kind of bad habits, and usually bad habits are hard to break out of, but you are at a point where you can break out of them at the precipice of something great. It's time to confront your anxieties and put your inner demons to rest. I also feel like try to come in terms with the secrets you've held close out of shame or regret, with the venting which came in through the chits. Stay true to yourself and loosen your dependence on the parts of you that will only lead you backwards, because the time has come to go forwards. And also with this one coming in reverse, this is talking about changing one's destiny starts from within. This position may also be a sign that you've become stuck in your ways. Resisting change can do more harm than good, so be open to new ways of thinking or behaving. Resist stagnating for the sake of maintaining the familiar. Fortunately and ironically, this position may also signify you've reached the end of a negative cycle. So the negativity which has been holding you back, hostilities and all of that, you have now the power to cut cords with all of those things which have been refraining you from going forward. And it's you who's cutting the cords, who's feeling armored enough, ready enough to overcome any kind of obstacles that may be there, because there's emotional strength in you as well as increasing intuition which will help you charge forward and take you towards fulfillment with the 10 of cups, the healing which is very essential. Get back your creative juices is also something which is coming in. Right now my mind feels as though I've thought a lot, so I'm feeling a little tired, emotionally a little numb. Let's see what the spirit animals have for you. We have horse with freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. Wow. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams coming in. It's time to take action. You've come to certain realizations, and the universe is giving you an opportunity to enact them, to showcase to the universe, to the world, to your own self rather, that you've learned from it, you've mastered it, and you have the freedom to take back control of your life and navigate and go towards any direction. You're breaking free from limiting situations or unfulfilling situations. lowering your standards to compensate for another person can work, but it works for a very small time. I wanted to say that. I wanted to actually say something else, but it's fine. We have humpback whale with the singer. Sing healing soul, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. One thing which also came in was like, these things, obsessive thoughts, fearing abandonment and acting from a place of fear and all of that. And the elusiveness, like, it's fine right now. I don't know about the future, it's fine right now. But there came a point where you kept on giving someone chance after time, and then there came a point where you were like, this is not working out. Things are still stagnant the way they are and everything. It's almost like it was important for you to realize what your intuition sounded like to you bodily also, and in terms of the voice, the frequency, the feeling, when you know what your intuition is. Because there was on a other thing with fear and everything, the ego self enacting from a place of defense mechanism and all of that, or survival instinct, where the paranoia came through a lot, and it became very fuzzy came in, or hazy, to make a strike, to be able to understand what is the truth and what is not, like what is actually coming from my higher self, what is actually my intuition, and what is my fearful voice or paranoia, not feeling a little paranoid and acting from a place of fear and all of that, or anger, resentment, fearfulness, self protection, and all of that, arrogance, which is coming to an end. And you realize while the happy moments were really nice, the highs were really nice, but the highs were very few, and the lows were way too much. And at the end of it, for your own sanity, it was a call from the soul to march on, to step aside, to observe, and that observation made many things clear for you, because you weren't trying to overly compensate for another person, is also something which is coming through. And that brought in the clarity for you to take the steps you were feeling guided to take. And that's when it all came to that pinnacle point where everything made got saturated. It's almost like, when you use a filter, even for coffee, when all the beans and everything gets left out and you're left with the yummy coffee, it's that distillation which is coming in a way, simplifying things and uncomplicating life, seeing things for how they are, and then making your assessments and doing things accordingly as well. And that can be a little hard, but the moment you start doing it from that trajectory, from a taking actions, more decisions from a powerful place, from a realistic, by doing things realistically, using your logic also, it simplified things, because the fear went away and the analytical side came in and could see the pros and cons, and you made the decision accordingly as well. And you are going to, I feel like this is bringing in a lot of positive change for you. Even if this is a time of transmutation, I feel that it's gonna get better. Now that you gave your life a kickstart, it's time to strengthen and trust your inner light, that creative light of the divine which is getting instilled in you. with all of these, like, these certain situations which actually came to be turned out to be distraction, more of a distraction for you, which distracted you from your own life purpose, perhaps even your productivity, even your career. And it's now time to focus on your priorities and eliminate those distractions, for you have a very bright future. And now it's time for you to allow yourself to ascend to newer heights and invite new chapters. Let's look into the chits, spiritual chits, before we end this reading for part 2. Thank you. Oh, all heart chakra energies. We have meditate on your soul self, your higher self that resides in your own heart center. Move into compassion coming through. Starting with yourself and then spreading it into our world. We have, this was a karmic debt you carried forward into this lifetime. It is now truly paid off and over, moving forward. Isn't that beautiful? Karmic contracts which came to an end, and everyone has a part to play. So that's that. It's almost like a dry spell which is coming to an end now. And there was a point where you were like, why the hell is this? Why on earth is this happening to me? And letting go of that and understanding eventually that this is happening for me. Like, there are things I can control, there are things I cannot control. So how can I best benefit from this given situation, no matter how dire it is? Has this been something which has been repeating itself? Why does it always come back to this? All of that, which was important for your own realizations, for you to come closer to your higher self, in alignment with your soul. We have ego death of some kind was very much needed for the extreme defense mechanism to mellow down, move away from fear. It's a time for reclaiming your power and not to give your power away, but do trust in a greater guiding wisdom at work in all aspects of your life. Believe all problems can be resolved and a more graceful life experience is opening up for you now. Let go of the arrogance or any sense of entitlement or these expectations which may have made you a little fixated on things. Let the universe surprise you a little as you start releasing old cycles, habits, and situations, because now you're choosing something different. That is the energy which is coming through. Do let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you so very much for your precious time. Until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moons. Hello, card number 3. Namaste, Namaskar, welcome to your reading. So, if you were drawn to the imagery over here, or the rose quartz drop over here, or the setup as a whole, this reading is for you. So let's see what Spirit has for you. So we have number 24 with Alpha of Alcyon. Alcyon? Looking at this, with the twirls and everything, there have been some significant shifts that have occurred in your life. And there are some shifts that you yourself are orchestrating. And in this period, you are connecting with the divine and your inner focus and the way you envisage your future. It's more like it's coming in line. in alignment with your present too, and you're trying to figure out what path to take. I also feel like for some of you, you are someone who's very strong within, very stable, very secure within. And at the time of upheaval, you are someone who is quite grounded. You're not panicking or giving into your anxieties anymore, at least. You learn the lesson of making stronger boundaries. You're looking at newer possibilities. There are newer priorities which are coming to the surface for your understanding. I also feel that you are more in tune with the flow with the universe. You're lifting yourself up to higher frequencies as you fill yourself up with love and compassion and vibrate in that highest frequency of love, compassion. I heard you saying it or you hearing it, don't take my kindness as weakness. And that was something that you had to reaffirm to someone. May not be in the same words, but you called out on someone is also something which is coming through, because it was time for you to take back your power is also something which is coming in. There's this energy of whatever will be, live and let live. There's this essence of someone who's trying to figure themselves out and trying to figure out what's the purpose in life, what's my purpose, what's my calling. And there's a lot of ascension which is coming through. For some, you are now welcoming the age of Aquarius, where a lot of downloads may be occurring. Talk to the stars. Chin up, darling. Look at the brighter side. You are enough. With the 2 and 4 reducing to 6, I also feel with this alpha over here looking up, you're letting go of the worldly worries, materialistic world worries is also something which is coming through. Tapping into your altered state, lucid dreaming. This is a phase where you are wanting more balance, more security, stability, something long-term, meaningful things to build a nurturing life. While as you go forward, you also take the time to understand the higher purpose behind everything that unravels itself. I also heard the universe knows that you are done with certain lessons. You've learned the lesson, and this is how we progress forward now. All right, let's take out some chits before I spend another 15 minutes talking about what I'm feeling slowly. All right. Oh my God, this is okay. All right. So we have obnoxious coming through. Someone may have acted that way, getting too comfortable and taking you for granted and doing things which were disrespectful, and then they got a booting. We have Wednesday coming in, which could be of significance. In terms of dates, 24th of a month could be of significance. 2nd of April or 4th of Feb could be of relevance. We have 3 months from now, or take a review, reflect on the last 3 months. That could be in particular, something like that. Chalk out something for yourself for the next 3 months is also something which is coming through. We have someday coming in with that aloofness. We have Monopoly coming through. Someone could like Monopoly, or someone was trying to overly control the dynamics, or power struggle, which may have come in as a challenge before. Could also be like some people may get intimidated by you, by your sense of confidence, and many people don't really understand what all you've gone through. We have passive coming in. You take your time to make decisions. You have come to a point where you don't really rely on impulsiveness or on your impulses, especially when there are radical shifts, life decisions which are being made. But it's time now to let go of the aloofness, because it's causing a little bit of laziness, in turn causing certain kind of procrastination, and in turn stagnation. And then we find questioning, why is this happening? आ जाइए. I am. Thank you. And we have coffee in the mix. Lovely. Okay. My cup says you sexy thing, because it's a good thing to remind yourself of that, because there are situations where at times you lose your own essence, you forget who you are, and you start playing other person's game, and then you realize you have been playing something back and forth, and then anyways. Okay, so nonetheless, judge me if you want. We have yin coming in. So it's now time to enhance the divine feminine energy in you. And if that energy is out of balance, then and causing passiveness in your life, then we need to indulge in taking actions and activating the divine masculine too. We have an H coming in, which looks like an M also. We have Thai food. Someone may be liking Thai food. We have we have Peter Pan coming in terms of Peter Pan syndrome, not wanting to grow up, living the illusion. You may have dealt with such people. We have open-hearted coming in, wherein you were very transparent with your love, with your gestures, with your intentions. My mind went into a rant saying, I'm not his mother. Okay. All right, let's go forward. There's a lot. We have wow, okay coming in. So when you put the power, the barrier, the boundaries, like, boss, this is it for me, no more, I'm actually walking away. That's the reaction someone gave, because it was unexpected. You could be very unpredictable also. We have very spiritual coming in. Very nice. We have best friend coming in. You could also have a best friend who is quite spiritual, and you both keep growing. You have that growth dynamics with a particular best friend, and that person is more than your best friend, like a soul sister, soul family, that kind of a tribe. We have a frog. You may have kissed many frogs, or maybe you like frogs. This also has the energy like when will I meet the right person kind of a energy which is coming through. I'm done with the experiments. Learned it. Universe, can you get me something better now? Because I deserve it. That kind of thing is coming in. We have an extrovert coming through. We have missed it coming in. Let go of the what ifs. Someone missed an opportunity with you, or if you're one person, for one person, there could have been a misunderstanding, and this is not a romantic reading, but it's just coming through, so I'm gonna say it. There was a bit of Mercury retrograde influence kind of a thing, or a miscommunication, misunderstanding, which flared things up. We have a flirt coming in. Someone wants to flirt with you. You could be flirty. Someone loves flirting with you. We have beloved coming in. There's a little bit of past life energy, which is why there's certain kind of karmic contracts which you had to overcome, kind of a energy which is coming through. But you are really lovable, and there are many people, even in your friends. You are the go-to person in a way, because you're not really, even if secretly you may be judgmental, but you come across as non-judgmental, very open-hearted, very loving, compassionate, maybe an empath also, and people feel heard, loved, nurtured by you. We have youthful coming in. Your view on life may be a little different, and this is also talking about with the open-hearted energy and a few more things, maybe, I think. Yin also. I just feel like it's time to, with flirt also, the light-hearted energy, playful energy. It's time to put yourself out there is also something which is coming through. Time to have fun. Like, yes, we've had reincarnations, we'll have reincarnations, we've had past lives, we'll have incarnations in the future. But all we know about right now, like about us and all of that, is this earthly presence that we have. So let's make best of it, because it's really, really short. Right? We have void coming in. We have concealed coming through. And that's really interesting. There's this theme going on where a person concealed their feelings because of whatever reason they found it to be justified, or whatever. It may have been even from a place of fear, and fear can be stirred from many, many ways. So we're not going there, but even if whether or not you at the end of it were also left in the cliffhanger kind of a energy, like I don't even know what this person feels about me. While I can feel the energy, while when the intimacy and all of that, I can feel it, but this person, when it comes to expressing, has a problem. And it could be something which is mirrored onto you also. Like you both mirror the same things. That kind of a thing is coming in. We have purple rays coming through, ascension which is coming in, crown chakra and third eye chakra activations. Imagine yourself being cocooned in purple rays, and let it elevate your frequencies, let the rays in. We have wish granted. There's something that you may have prayed up for, which is getting granted now, and you're manifesting something or someone in your life back into your life also is coming through. A wish will be granted soon, in 3 months perhaps, is also coming through. In the scheme of life, 3 months is not that long. It seems long though. I'm a person who doesn't like to wait, honestly. And we have the we have an initial of A. We have mirroring coming in. Okay. Muffin coming through. This people end up calling you different cute names is also something which is coming in. You may like muffins, especially vanilla sponge cake. Oh, yum. We have so sick of this is the song like so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Okay. Love and war. So sick of love and war. Not everything's fair in love and war. Mhm. So many. We have inner teen, and I was about to say it somewhere down the line that there's certain kind of healing which has been going on. You did your inner child healing, and now the inner teen is coming in saying, "Hi, let's start the healing." Or someone is not getting out of this teenager vibe, holding on to their youth, that it's becoming very impractical, very immature, coming out as that. We have togetherness coming in. We have danger. We have meaty. Someone finds you very dangerous. Very voluptuous curves. It's not the weight and everything, but it's like perfect, and you look perfected. That energy is coming in. We have magical coming through. You have a lot of magical energies, and this portal is opening up for you, which will be slowly making things very clear for you. On cutting a particular deck, we have past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons which are being learned, and we are moving forward. We have scary coming in, someone who may have apprehensions about the metaphysical, apprehensions about commitment, relationships, romantic relationships. We have yesterday coming in, someone thought about you yesterday. We have geology coming in, dabble with crystals, starting with rose quartz, which is really nice. When you are coming out of a period of woundedness and slowly climbing back up out of the well, rose quartz is really nice for reassurance, healing, empowerment, and this serene energy which keeps going, and it just feels like everything's okay. The energy, the expression of this, which is saying so many things. I just want to say there were experiences which were disheartening, but there are more beautiful things which add value to life. There are happier moments which you can revisit. You could also be a geologist. Okay, we have YOLO coming in. You live only once. Wow. We have vlogger coming in. You could be a vlogger. Someone you know could be a vlogger. We have bigger picture. Let's look at the bigger picture now. It's important because the nitty-gritties can be confining at times and lead to more short-sightedness. We have bazinga coming in, which is also like a win, feeling happy, excited, ecstatic in a way, also winning something, being right. And epiphany is also somewhere down the line coming in. Divine intervention. And someone who is ascending, also spiritual awakening. Literally feeling electrical waves. That kind of a shock experience also happens. Not for everyone. We have tensed, and all we gotta do is relax our shoulders, breathe deeply, and let go of the stresses. We have nightingale. Maybe you have a beautiful voice, but your words, your kindness lure. This will be a trouble. Lure lures other people to you. Frank Sinatra's song, na 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 na, da 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 da, killing me softly. That song is coming in. We have depressed coming through, and it's time to find your inner closure. In find Instead of waiting for a closure to happen externally, the final closure that you need to give to yourself or for your own self, coming in terms with certain things, maybe even going for therapy or talking to parental figures, people, surrounding yourself with loved ones. You don't have to push yourself, but keep doing things for yourself that make you happy, small small things, because tomorrow is another day. You can take a break, because we need to slowly get out of this, because depression is like quicksand. You need to hold on to a certain rope and certain kind of rope or root, and then slowly get yourself out, because the more you move, the more you rapidly try to get out of it, the more you sink in. We have waking up coming through, so we are stepping out of a dark night of the soul, and in all the darkness there's more brightness which you are meeting, because you are slowly healing yourself, you're being gentler with yourself also. You're waking up to the reality. People are waking up to who you are. There's a lot of spiritual awakening which is coming in. Fly with me coming through. We have tricks. We have Spain. We have chanting, which may be beneficial for you. Like a simple chant as Om or something, which will be beneficial for you, because that frequency, that vibration, when you say like Om also, it vibrates differently in different places, and that also elevates your own frequency, the way you feel and everything. I just feel like, if, let me have some coffee, I forgot. I just feel, just take some time for exercise a little, go for a walk, do some cycling, whatever it is, because it's not for the body, but more for feeling good with the hormones which are released in the body after exercising. It will be very nourishing for you. If you don't want to do something cardiovascular, you want to do something more easier, or mm, more based on endurance in a way, or a little more slow paced, which is more soulful, you can try yoga, start dancing, listen to music, positive music. All right, we have Malawi coming in, And wow, we have higher self coming through. You know what? After sometimes pain leads to a lot of awakening, where you understand your own true powers which come forth, and plot twists that you weren't expecting, life purpose becoming very clear. A lot of good comes out of pain, also painful experiences. Now, I'm not mm, highlighting or raising a toast, that's how I can say it, raising a toast to painful experiences. It's not really that, but a lot of good can come out of it also. A lot of good can come out of that, is what is being said over here. And it's so interesting, there are mm, five rows columns that are here. So things are changing slowly, but they are changing, and you can feel it too, is something which is coming through. So many chits over here. Let's look into the current energies quickly, and then we'll go into tarot, and then the guidance. All right. So what's coming in? We have second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. Maybe you're pondering or contemplating upon whether or not you want to reconcile with someone. You want to give a second chance to an endeavor or a project, a stream which you experienced a certain kind of failure and ending in. We have depth, awareness, importance, value. I also feel life is giving you a second chance to experience everything in depth, but also not getting engulfed by the depth. Understand it, understand how important you are. And there are certain beautiful bonds in your life, apart from romantic ones, I'm just saying, which deserve you giving them a chance to working on those relationships which actually add value. We have escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. And that may have been, even for some people who are scared of the metaphysical, spiritual realm and all of that. And if that's been the case, you won't be able to avoid or escape or ignore your calling is coming in. Escapism may have been a thing in the past, or you may have closely in your relationships encountered people who were a little bit of escapists, who liked things surface level, wherein you are a person who likes to add value, be loyal and have a cause and follow that cause, kind of a thing. You may be in a dilemma whether or not, especially if this kind of a person is coming back, whether or not you should re-entertain them. For some reason there's this energy of, because I also see her being a little drunk, the eyelid, the way it is and everything. So become aware of your coping mechanisms and find some healthier outlets is also something which is coming through. It's time now not to keep avoiding or pushing away what is true for you, what has been your own truth. And to figure that out, you need to go within a little more. And don't be fearful of that. A little bit of shadow work will not hurt you, but only empower you. and help you understand life in a different way, look at life in a different way, as an opportunity. Every day is a new year that you can create, is also something which is coming through. Take some time, instead of running away from certain kind of reality, it's time to reflect on certain things. Why are you feeling so shifty, uneasy? Understand that. And if something requires amending, do it. If something requires releasing, do it. But certain things cannot be escaped anymore, because the only way forward is to go within a little more. And the great thing is, you'll only find yourself there. All right. Before we go forward, I just want to read what this card says. Actually, I'll do it after the tarot. It'll make more sense, I suppose. I don't know what this card says. And thank you, Binay, for the deck. This one. All right. I was asked to take these, so we will. We have Eight of Swords coming in. Again, that energy is coming through. Let go of the illusionary veil, which has been causing a lot of indecision. You know the truth. It's just that acting upon it may lead to certain kind of changes that you are not ready to experience right now, because you're too attached to what is occurring right now, or it was a dilemma in the past and you have recently let go of it, and you are, there's this energy of self-soothing, but you're seeing things more logically is also coming in. Practically it wasn't working out, but it was the sense of attachment of it, this illusionary veil of safety, or in the moment it's feeling good, so let it just go a little more, and you broke out of it. We have the Chariot coming in, looking at things from the higher perspective. Cancerian Major Arcana coming in, and I like how the Chariot, the eagle over here, is looking away from the illusions and looking at realities more. Number 7 is coming in. We have the Fool coming through with Aquarius Major Arcana, the Turtle, which is over here. It's time to shed old skin and move towards a more meaningful life. Invite new opportunities to take the leap of faith and let go of the illusionary veil of fear, anxiety, and doubt. And we have the Ten of Swords coming in. It is now time to get up and keep moving forward. Certain things are better left the way they are, perhaps in the past. We can learn from the past, but we don't have to keep living in the past or reliving it each and every time something similar happens. Escaping the truth is not going to help anymore. Resisting change is not really going to help. It's only going to cause a little bit of stagnation. But it's now time to let go of the guilt, doubt, and everything, and pick yourself up and come in terms with how things are, even if they ended, because you were being protected. I feel like Spirit was seeing what you didn't see. You are at an important junction in your life, and at the start of a new path. You are being asked to take it and see where it goes. Even if success is not assured, the path may be uncertain, like the future may be uncertain, and the path may be rough, at first, but it's time to face the horizons with excitement. It's time to remain optimistic and persevere. It's time to trust in your own vision. The Chariot is also coming in and asking you to be proactive, to overcome your personal obstacles. But thought alone will not be enough. You also have to put in take the actions, because it's only through action that we can change the course of our life. I want to read something that this says. Your path is set, and though the way is not entirely clear, it is yours to conquer. At the end of it, you will gaze upon your victories as if they're the armor of defeated foes mounted on trophy poles. Okay. So that's a little like vengeful energy which is coming in, but nonetheless, there's victory which is coming through. You will be able to overcome anything that is causing despair at this moment, but you know it was for the better. And with the starfish over here, a situation which helped you create your own backbone energy is coming through, and you're slowly letting go of any kind of bitterness that may have been there. Break away from mentalities of defeatedness, victimhood, and all of that. You need to break away from that, because they will only, if you remain in that energy, they will only encourage you to fixate on the negative, and we don't really require that. The worst has already occurred. All that's left is to move past it and seek recovery while becoming acclimated to your new reality. Because this one is reminding you of, like, regeneration, and that even if there were certain kind of damages that were done, the recovery is still possible, is the energy which is coming through. Let's just quickly read the message coming in with Alpha. That this says a positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, you will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. Beautiful. There's a lot of reassurance coming in. All right, I'm gonna say this. The oracle of this card supports us in relaxing and reconnecting to optimism, even during tough times. In such a state, we will realize that difficulties will eventually come to an end, and we will be provided for. This oracle brings guidance that a new reality of happiness is available to us even now, as we steadily make our way to the light of a happy new start. Whoa. I like where things are, and things will start picking up pace. But the initiative needs to be yours. Are you ready for it? All right. Let's see what the spirit or animals have for you. You can't have so many. We have Cougar coming in with assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed coming in. We have links coming in, keeper of secrets coming through. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Similar energies which are over here. We had the extrovert which came in the chits, and could be that you are an introvert. You have the uncanny ability to see what others cannot see, and even understand other people's intentions is also something which is coming through, because you're someone who's very, very observant. Even your environment, you're more aware, more than what people will be usually are aware of. Even in a casual setting, social setting, you're more, it's almost like you're more of a listener, or that you are a good listener. And when it comes to your intuition, you need to start listening to it a little more, is also something which is coming through. Spirit is with you. Be led by your inner compass. With the cougar coming in, you could also be someone who likes to make small, small goals and feels a lot of satisfaction achieving those small milestones, goals, in the scheme of longer ones. Try inculcating it in your life. Get a little bit of routine, or add something which is beneficial for you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And you need to stop doubting yourself. You need to refocus and try again, is also something which is coming through. This one also comes in as a reminder of valuing your energy, your precious energy, and refocusing on what really requires your focus, what will be better for you, and a call to step into your power. You are magical, you're also a mystic. All right, let's see what's coming in. There's a strong streak of independence which is coming in over here, and that's really, really nice. Confidence and courage, being wise, being decisive, keen interests, goal oriented, understanding your purpose, setting your goals, and achieving them. All right. There was one more color which was coming in, but we have the heart chakra. Energy flowing in. We have be careful not to miss an unknown opportunity because you're too married to your agenda. Look again coming through. Broaden your perspective or look at adjacent possibilities. Also, let go of the fixations or what you are understanding from something in the past or in the now. It requires you to retrieve a little, mute their voice, and look at the actions and how to go forward. Taking some time alone, because there's a lot of cacophony or noise that is cluttering the mind, and we just need to step out of the forest, like go above, look at the forest, and not just stand so close that we can just see one particular bark, that kind of a thing. We have think in isolation. Oh, okay. Not with the persons or situations energy around you. In a separate vicinity, angels, guides, and your ancestors are here to guide you, especially in terms of indecision. There's extra information which will be coming through your own intuition, being channeled through your higher self. which is receiving, acting as an antenna for the universe for the guidance to come through. If you're wondering why did it happen to you, know this. It was required for you to learn your self-worth through a life lesson, value who you are. The love, respect, and support you expect from others, bestow it first upon yourself, become your rock. And we have, there are stories which you're re-narrating, keeping you karmically bound to such patterns. Free yourself from old remedies. Become aware of these things. Take some time to see, recheck whether or not these make sense, resonate with you on a deeper level, not just surface level. What has been repeating itself? What are the self-belief systems which you keep saying, wherein you internally want something different, but outwardly to a friend or something, you keep saying the same thing, and the loop keeps on happening. And sometimes we focus too much on the losses that we lose sight of what we can gain from, or opportunities which just slide by because we are too indulged in what's not working. It's important to remember your own worth and act from that. That is what the world will reciprocate and meet you there at that level. It's time to set healthier boundaries also. In the past, what you were accepting of, people saw you being very adjustable, impressionable also, maybe naive, but the truth was very different. And now you can, with time, as you grow, you're articulating things differently also. It's time to leave the deceptions behind. It's time to come to terms with your reality and make changes to free yourself from illusions. Till the time you keep seeing things in the old way, approaching things, situations, equations the same way, you'll keep on getting the same result. And then if you want something beyond that, and if you're done with the repeated patterns, let's choose things differently now. Let's believe in better things and allow better equations to enter your life, and let go of the need of escapism. See, the next best thing will always seem very um, exciting, something to look forward to. But it's always like, then there'll be another best thing. But there's this, in all of this, we're going from one thing to the other, escaping our realities because there's a little bit of hollowness, boredom, or emptiness that one may be trying to evade from. So let's not be superficial about things. Let's be honest instead and look at things again and be more aware of what we are saying mechanically, just out of muscle memory, again and again and again. It's time to showcase another depth of yours also is coming through. You're a very dynamic personality. It's time to live life more fully. All I want to say is that you need to amend your heart. Not all hope is lost is coming through. You need to also step into your power. And before anyone else can see your own value, you need to understand your own self-worth is coming in. And there's this thing of allow your inner knowingness, your inner voice to be your guide. Pursue your passions, be led by your heart, and do some grounding as you open up your heart. Mhm. Listen to your heart's beautiful song and dance along is the energy which is coming through. All right, so that's what's coming through. Do let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for your precious time. I hope more clarity comes your way and you take steps with courage, confidence, from a place of higher betterment, higher good, and empowerment. Until next time, Om Namah Shivay. Keep that vibe high, my lovely moon.